A wise man once told me, the line to heaven is very short, but the line to hell is very long.
Lighting, we know why we call him lighting.
God doesn't look at man the way that man does. Man looks at others at the appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart.
Volunteering and helping people around has been really enjoyable for me ever since.
Screw you. They eat the thing.
It's just that I care so much about each person individually.
The devil tries to harden your heart so that you're not close with God.
Don't let whatever wrong you've committed hold you back from going to church.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Just gonna caress my heart.
The volunteering has made me a better
There's
person.
always someone that is going to be thankful for the good that you're doing. There has to be someone that has that courage to talk to them.
Cameraman, yes sir.
The handy dandy rosary. Welcome back, everyone. To all our brothers, our sisters in Christ, everybody that's been supporting us. Today's a little different. We want to start something new where we'll sit down, we'll recap some of the things we've been doing, some of these studio sessions. Today's objective is to just look back on everything we've accomplished up to this point, everything we've done, all the volunteer events, anything that we've done outside of the volunteering as well. You know, things we've learned that we want to improve on, something that may have changed our life at each event. Some of the boys were all of them, some of them weren't. But we're here to just hopefully share some of our insights, whether that's positive or something that we feel we could improve upon. And the homie will get it going. When I brought him on board, let me see, what's my opinion? I saw the man, and I said, you know what? This man is a good person to bring upon on board. Because I started alone, right? I remember the first time I just said, you know what? Let's just start recording these videos. The reason why was because I was always the young person volunteering at different events, and I wanted more people to join, more young people. And so one day I said, it's a good way to bring awareness, get it going, and I brought handy dandy cameraman, and from there the journey began. Serving meals was the first video, then placing crosses in memory for the babies that died through abortion. And then we did serve meals again, and it was in the third video, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the third video where I brought this man on board. Nickname, what is it? MJ. MJ, the nickname. I call him Lightning. We know why we call him Lightning.
Lightning.
We call him Lightning. We know why we call him Lightning. Anyways.
Brown Thunder from down under.
But before that, before I even had brought him on board or even had started the videos, I had been volunteering already, but I just hadn't recorded them, because I really don't like to be on camera too much. But it's one of those things where I told myself, if I'm going to do this, I have to do it, brave enough, just like Jesus did. He didn't hide his face away. He did it loud and proud, to some extent, right? And so I said, let's go. Let's do it. Reach people, help people, bring more people out of the house. Instead of playing video games or watching TV, get people out there to go volunteer of all ages. But I'm going to flip it, give the stand to MJ, the spotlight.
Well, when I first met Sam, I didn't really know what he was all about. I didn't know how good of a man he was. And one day he asked if I wanted to volunteer with him and help feed people, and I said yeah immediately because I knew it was worth it, Even if I wasn't going to get anything physical, tangible, I was going to get, some expertise in feeding people and some training in that, and experience is the word I was looking for. We helped feed people for about an hour. He said it was about a short day, and I was kind of surprised. And I didn't know there was this whole group of people in my town helping feed people in need until that day. And I knew I could trust Sam after that too. So we've been volunteering and helping people around different churches and different buildings, different people in need, and it's been really enjoyable for me ever since. And the second time we volunteered, we brought Hector along. And it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I'll hand it off to him.
Oh,
Spotlight.
I went to go volunteer at a festival in another town, and it was fun helping out other people. You know, I just, even before this, I liked helping out other people. It's kind of like my thing. My first one was at the festival video. In December, we did the parade one, which is mind-blowing. It was cool. You know, all the people just gathered, just like there, seeing you and your parade thing move. I don't know what it's called.
Float.
You and your, no, it's not a
The
float.
thing on the float.
Oh, well, that's the
thing
float.
No, because a float is like a float thing, like a floaty that's up, like,
That's still considered a float what we had, no? Yeah.
oh, because it's like a box. It's not really a float.
The rotating gift.
Yeah, the rotating gift, the present. And whenever I saw that, I saw like how many people.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was like a lot.
It was kind of weird being in the middle there, walking with the float instead of being on the sideline, watching the floats.
Had you ever been into a parade before?
No, that was my first time being in a parade.
Look at that. His first time going to any parade, and he happened to be in the parade.
It was like really cold that day.
Nah, it wasn't that cold.
It was really cold.
It was pretty. It was really cold.
It was like 10 degrees. I
It was
mean,
really cold.
Fahrenheit. It's just another day for
And then after that, we went to go eat Burger King and get the SpongeBob meal. But overall, I think the volunteering has made me a better person and made me feel more grateful for what I have. And I can pass it on to Sam.
Spotlight.
Okay.
spotlight. Because there's this verse in my book, the book of Samuel, about how, you know, God doesn't look at man the way that man does. Man looks at others at the appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. And that's always how I would say I've looked at people. I don't focus too much on the appearance, but I look at their heart. And even though maybe on paper, you know, like in movies or TV shows where the person that's in charge, they pick someone and the other people don't agree with that. And they say, why would you pick him or her? You don't see their background and what they look like and what they're doing. But the person in charge says, no, I picked him or her for a reason because I see in them potential. And that's exactly what I saw, and I just, in MJ and also Mr. Hector, whose nickname's Baconator.
Okay.
All right. It's just Baconator. Anyways,
We gotta figure something else out.
I saw both of them
The
in
GOAT.
them potential. I saw in both of them potential to be part of this crew, a good heart. And yeah, I brought them along on the third video. First started with Mr. MJ. We call you MJ always? You want your name MJ? MJ. And in my mind, I was thinking, oh yeah, he's about to have some fun. He's about to see that, you know, there's a lot more to life than just, you know, the basics, working or video games or whatever that may be, school. And that was a fun experience. And after that, we did do trash duty. That's when we brought Hector. And yeah, I did invite him to go help us at the festival for trash duty. That was a fun experience. You know, he was a little bit shy at first. Boy, is he not shy now, let me tell you. He's not shy at all. But anyways, he was shy there. That video's on there too. We had fun. We rolled down the hill. I remember that. He didn't do it, but, you know, we did it. We rolled down the hill. And then we also danced. Actually, no, I danced.
You danced.
Yeah, I danced.
I ran over to dance with you, but then it was
even-
a synchronized dance.
He wasn't
and it
even
was-
dancing good. He was stepping on everybody.
No, you see what it is? I've talked about this in the other video. I was dancing full on, feeling the music, right? And these other people, they were just kind of.
They were kind of like synchronized.
Yeah,
or
but
something.
there's a song that has a certain type of dance to it that everybody follows. And
Yeah.
he wasn't following that. He was bumping into everybody.
It was sped up
Yeah.
too. It was really speeding up the song.
Well, they were
I don't know about that one.
speeding up too because the song was speeding up.
Yeah. And so I got the energy, right? I like to say that sometimes people have thought in the past that for some reason, if I'm very, very energetic, if I am dancing or whatever. They're like, is he drunk? What's going on? I'm like, no. I'm not drunk. That's just how Sam is. He got
Drunk
that,
on fun.
Yeah, drunk on fun. He just got that natural energy and spirit.
Mm-hmm.
But we did that. It was fun. And they weren't here. Both of them weren't there when we also did the crosses and the March for Life, planted the crosses in the beginning. They weren't there for that video. But then they came back, like Baconator was mentioning, for the Christmas parade, which was It
was astonishing.
He was astonished. It was a really fun experience. All the people on the sidelines, and to me, what touched me was that I got to see families together. Because nowadays, statistically, and I hear about it and I see how there's a lot of families that, are split apart. It's pretty common to hear for someone to say, oh, my stepdad or my stepmom or whatever the case may be, or I have to pick, or I go over to my dad's or my mom's or whatever. And so seeing all those families together, maybe some of them were there like that, but just seeing all those families together, it gave me hope that the whole aspect or the definition of family still exists. People still come together and do different things together. And so I thought that was something beautiful. And of course, obviously the float, a float of Jesus in a parade. And I actually...
So it's a box, not a float.
A box float, a float box.
I think
not
it was
floating.
a float.
They call it a float box present. It was actually the first year that they did that they built it. So we were there the first year that they presented that. They're fixing, I think, doing it again this year. We were there the first, and that was fun. And then after that, Baconator wasn't there for the march, but Will was there for the march. That was a fun experience too, in some shape or form.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, that video was about, what was it?
It was 3 hours.
It was a 3-hour walk, but the final video, the final version, will cut down to 26 minutes. But that was definitely a statement, I guess, to say, closing the traffic and carrying the statue of Mary. That was fun. It's been a great journey, and I've learned a lot over the course of all these different events. I've met a lot of new people, and I've learned that, there's always someone out there that in some shape or form will be grateful for the good deeds that you're willing to do and that you do perform. Because sometimes people are not in a good mood. And sometimes people are not thankful, and you may say hi to them, you may do your best to be positive to them, but they're just not in a good mood. And it can be very easy to say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be this person anymore. But you should never stop being that person that has good intentions, because you never know if the person that you just attempted to be good to them and they just were rude to you, they did that. But the person right behind them, they may need to hear or see you in that same way that you presented yourself to the other person that was rude. Whether it's a hello, good morning, good afternoon, how's your day going? They may need that. And if you let your guard down now you're not going to do it to no one, and now you miss out on an opportunity to make a positive impact in the life of someone. And so I've learned over time that there's always someone that is going to be thankful for the good that you're doing. I'm proud of both of these young men. I really am, because they said yes. They didn't say no. They had the courage to say yes to stepping up.
A new experience.
Yeah, a new experience, and trusting someone new in their life, and just going for it. Not being afraid to be out there.
Okay, but don't trust everybody new in your life.
Yeah, this is true.
That is true. Don't trust everyone. Yes.
You got to be able to weed them out. This is a good one right here. This is a good one.
Yeah.
Just gonna caress my. Okay. All right.
I didn't caress it. I just want to.
Okay. Yeah. It's okay. Anyways.
I keep trying to do my daily rosary.
Yeah. I feel you. That's something that I carry with me always, actually, in my pocket. It's a tool.
Do you have it with you right now?
Huh?
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he always stays strapped.
Yeah, I'm always strapped. Look. Yeah, I always carry my rosary, my handy dandy rosary. Why do I carry it? Because it's a tool, right, to build spiritual strength. But it's also, in some shape or form, it helps you in spiritual warfare. Fight off evil spirits, demons, any kind of stuff. It's important to carry something with you to protect. Obviously, faith is the most important thing, though. Because without faith, then everything just goes out the window. You gotta have faith.
essentially. All I want to do is serve others and help others find the Lord, find Jesus, and help guide as many people as we possibly can to heaven. Because it's not that I want to push the whole religion aspect on people. It's just that I care so much about each person individually that I want to see them in heaven, hopefully with me, and have a big celebration, a big party. And just a quick reminder, if there is someone in your life that, you know, for some reason they, I don't know, they've done something that's not correct, or someone that continuously has hurt you in some shape or form, just remember that if nobody has the courage to seek out and attempt to talk to that person or to even pray for that person, how are they supposed to make a change in your life if nobody's willing to take that step to help that person in some shape or form? And, you know, that includes the people that people don't want to help, you know, like criminals, of any degree, you know, whether that be criminals that, you know, have stolen stuff, abused other people, even gone as far as, you know, deliberately hurting them and torturing them. There has to be someone that has that courage to talk to them so that they can find a better path. I just look forward to continuing, like MJ said, to do more good deeds, serve more people. And, you know, if anybody at some point has an opportunity for us, you can always send us an email. We do our best to travel and do our best to be there for those people. Any last words? The man himself, the bacon,
Okay.
the eater.
I will add on to what you were saying. Is that sometimes people can be led down the wrong road, just like be influenced by the bad that's around them, and sometimes, or most of the time, the devil tries to harden your heart so that you're not close with God, and you can't let that happen. You gotta stay away from any temptation, stay away from the bad habits, bad things that you're doing, anything that you're doing. I always say that once you get closer to God and start feeling His presence more and more, you become happier, you see clearer in life, you start to enjoy life more and start to see what it's more about.
Mm-hmm.
I like
What
that.
about you, MJ?
Yeah, lightning.
I can't follow up with that.
Lightning bolt.
That's pretty much everything.
I have told these young guys, don't ever let whatever mistake you may make or sin that you make push you to the point where you don't feel that you deserve the Lord, that you don't feel that you deserve the opportunity to go to church. And I told them before that the devil calls you by your sin, but God calls you by your name. And I know people that they've sinned and they don't think they're worthy of the grace of God, and they don't go to church because they feel disgusted by themselves. And I've told them, don't feel that way, you know, because we're all sinners except for Jesus. And so it is a journey. So don't let whatever wrong you've committed hold you back from going to church. I remember there was a priest in a sermon that said one time, if you go to a hospital, don't be shocked or surprised if you find people that are sick or with a disease. So the same way, if you go to church, don't be surprised or shocked if you come across people that, you know, are sinners, because we are sinners. But we go to church, right, to strive to be on the righteous path and for the Lord to forgive our sins. And me personally, for my religion, I do my best to go to confession as much as I can when I need to. But yeah, like you said, don't let your heart get hardened up about that. Today was more so
just talk about everything we've done up to this point, the fun we've had. You know, not just the volunteering, the laughs, the jokes, like Baconator. See, the reason why I do this, the reason why I call him Baconator, let me tell you something. I thought I ate, right? I thought I was a wild eater, right? Myself, you know, my belly, a little six pack.
He's a little bit fat.
But let me tell you something. It's like Scooby-Doo. You put a 10-story plate, and then you see the plate, and it's like Scooby-Doo. They eat the thing.
There's
No,
nothing,
no,
okay?
that guy.
Two
can
Denny's
eat. This guy.
Grand Slams are nice.
And this guy, let me tell you, I don't know. He's
I'm in the middle.
he's in the
We're
middle.
growing boys, okay?
What's next? That's what it is. Give me a Scooby snack. That's what I was cameraman. Also, props to the cameraman that has been with us along the journey. He has been very essential to the group. It's not just us in the video. There's also a lot of stuff going behind the camera going on. And props to him because cameraman be ducking, he be squatting. If he has to crawl, he will crawl to get that angle. If he has to jump, if he has to run. I was just telling them how, and there's some videos he's had to run and he's out of breath. But he does what he does to get that angle, and so I think we're all proud of cameraman. We really are. So props to cameraman. You know what? I don't applause for cameraman. Cameraman, yes sir. Look at that. Look at that. He deserves that prop. Other than that, though, I'm excited for what's to come in the future. Oh, Baconator has one more thing.
A wise man once told me, the line to heaven is very short, but the line to hell is very long. Okay.
He's like Yoda. He's got a few words to say, but when he does say something, it's very, very wise.
He's very shy.
Very.
If you put foot in front of him, he ain't shy at all. Let me tell you
Okay,
something.
okay.
I was just, I was just.
Okay.
Well, hey, you know what? I'm proud of Will. I'm proud of MJ. MJ Lightning. Proud of Baconator. You might need to find a new nickname for everyone.